amigos, mi gente. En este video les voy a enseñar cómo trabajar con esta página del libro de texto. In this page, I'm going to be showing you how to work with this part of your textbook, okay? So basically, we are still working with the AR verbs in present tense. Now, we are not working with the conjugation charts, we're working with the textbook. We're still with the regular words and we don't have any accidents and changes. So we are now with the Aventura textbook, page 82, exercises 15 and 16. Now, I have to clarify something. For my Spanish 1 and 2 students, we're working with exercises 15 and 16. For my Spanish fluent speakers, you also will be working with exercise 17. Okay, so para los estudiantes que son hispanohablantes de la clase de Fluent Speakers, van a trabajar con los ejercicios 15, 16 y 17. The first part of the page, you have review of the conjugation, and we already worked with this in your conjugation chart. You have the verb, for example, hablar, in which you remove your ending for the verb right here, hablar, you remove your AR, and then you change that depending on your noun or pronoun. So in this case, you have yo, and you remove the O and the AR, and you change it for an O. Yo hablo. And for tú, you remove your AR, and you change it for AS. Tú hablas. For usted in the book, we use an abbreviation for usted, which is UD. Él o ella, we remove the AR for an A, so it will be habla. Nosotros, nosotras hablamos. Ustedes, the abbreviation in the textbook, okay, is UDS. Ellos y ellas hablan. So we remove the AR for AN. Notice how I basically, I just went over this part of vosotros y vosotras, okay? In this section, we are not using it. The reason we are not using it, it's first of all, it's lack of time. And here in United States, we don't use vosotros y vosotras, and in the Caribbean neither. Vosotros y vosotras is still used in Europe, some parts of Europe, and rarely in Central America. Therefore, we are not teaching vosotros y vosotras. The book still includes vosotros y vosotras, but we will not be covering it. So if you see it, okay, just make sure you don't include that conjugation in your conjugation chart. If you're interested in understanding it, you can let me know and I can add that for you. Okay, let me close this here. Now, let me erase that so you don't get confused with the rest of the information here. Now, after that, you have a couple of examples in sentences. So we have here, hablo español. And you notice how in the book, they remove yo. Since in Spanish, we already know that O represents yo, we don't have to have yo hablo español. It's not incorrect. You can say yo hablo español, but you can also say hablo español, and it is correct, okay? Meaning I speak Spanish, okay? They have other examples as well. After that, you have your first exercise. For the exercises, I put an example here using the first one. So this is what you're going to be doing, okay? You have here, yo, okay, blank español, okay? And then they're giving you hablar, which is the verb. Basically, you already know how to conjugate hablar. You're gonna take into consideration what are they giving you at the beginning, either the noun or the pronoun. You're gonna look at your pronoun, yo, and then you're gonna look at your verb here. You remove your last two letters, AR, and you're gonna replace that. So here, I just go and say, okay, I know I don't use hablar. I remove my AR, and I know that I need an O here. So my conjugation will say, yo hablo, correct? Therefore, my sentence will look like this. And this will be your answer. Yo hablo español with an ñ, okay? I cannot put it here because the program will not allow it, but please put it. Con mi profesor. Okay, so that is your answer. Con mi profesor. Okay. That is your answer. You have to write the entire sentence. Do not only write hablo as an answer because I will take points off. You need to write your entire sentence, okay? You will conjugate it, like I said, each conjugation depending on your pronoun. Now, the next one you notice is giving you the noun, okay, instead of giving you the pronoun. It's the same thing. So basically, you just need to look at it and you say, okay, I have here la clase, okay? I already know la, it's one, not plural, okay? So I also know is ella. So ella, the conjugation is, okay, for AR is an A. That means that it will be termina. Termina, okay? So you write your sentence. La clase de historia termina a las 10 menos 5. I just remove my AR and I put an A here and then I write my sentence. And let me see if I have some space here for it. La clase de historia termina, okay, a las 10 menos 5. And again, please remember to write the entire sentence. And that is how you will be working this exercise. Okay, let's move to the next one. For the next one, you will be recording. And for the recording, I'm gonna be, let me close this here. I'm going to be providing you with a video to remind you how to use the recording in the Schoology, okay, in the submission box. So besides that, now I'm gonna explain to you here very quick what you're going to do. I put for you here, okay, and this is a gimme, okay? I'm giving you the conjugation of hablar, which is very simple, but I thought it would be nice for you to have it next to the questions. That way you don't have to look somewhere else and it's easier since I'm asking you to verbalize it or say it aloud. Important for you to remember this. It says record the sentences, okay? First conjugate the verb hablar, depending on the provided pronouns or noun, of course. select yes or no. So that really is up to you. It doesn't really matter. You're making up the answer, okay? Now, remember that in Spanish, the H is silent. So you are not going to say, for example, when we have a friend that is called Héctor, we don't say Hector. That will be in English. In Spanish, our H is silent, therefore we call it Héctor. And that H is basically invisible, okay? So instead of saying hablo, I say hablo. Hablas, okay? Hablar. The H is muted. You don't pronounce it. Okay. So the example they're giving you is tú, meaning do you, okay? You, sí. Tú hablas español, okay? So you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna conjugate it so you know how to say it. For yo, and you have it right here, it's hablo, okay? So you're gonna say yo, sí, yo hablo español. It is very important that you use the inflection for the question. Since you're making a question, you have to say yo, because when you're asking something, you have to ask with the purpose of the question. Yo, and then for the answer, sí, yo hablo español. If you're saying no, no hablo español, okay? Mis amigos. In the case of our mis amigos, and they're not giving you a pronoun anymore, now you're gonna look here and you're gonna say, okay, it's not nosotros because you're not included in the equation. Therefore, it has to be this one, ellos, okay? How do I know? Well, it's giving you an S, okay, more than one. Therefore, you're gonna use hablan. Remember, you're making up the answer, so yes or no, it's irrelevant. You decide which one you wanna use. You say here, mis amigos. Remember, it's a question. Mis amigos no hablan español. Or yes, mis amigos sí hablan español. Okay, so you're gonna do that for each of them. For your benefit, I'm gonna say each of them once so you know how to say the pronoun or the noun they're providing you. So for the first one is yo. The second one, mis amigos. The third one, mi amiga. Number 4, mi amigo y yo. The answer, mi amigo y yo. Number 5, remember this is an abbreviation for ustedes. So that will be ustedes, and the answer, ustedes. Number 6, el estudiante nuevo, the new student. The answer will be el estudiante nuevo. Okay. Now, for the last exercise, number 17, remember this exercise is only for the native speakers, Hispanic speakers that are in the class for the Spanish for fluent speakers. So now on, I'm gonna proceed to do the rest of the video completely in Spanish. El resto del video lo voy a hacer en español. Esta parte del video es para la clase de los hispanohablantes. En esta parte ustedes van a combinar 3 columnas para crear un total de 7 oraciones, conjugando el medio, que son los verbos, dependiendo en el pronombre o el nombre que escojas en la primera columna. Okay? So basically, you're going to conjugate these words here, depending on the pronouns here, to create 7 words, 7 sentences. Let me give you an example. First, I picked here una chica. puedes cruzar las palabras. You can cross around and create your own sentences. So I went and I said, una chica, okay? Una chica. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna use hablar. Una chica is ella. So that will be una chica habla. Okay, that's the conjugation. You can go back and use the conjugation for hablar here. Okay. Una chica habla. And then I went here and I said, I'm going to use inglés y español. So I created my sentence. Una chica habla inglés y español. And you create your sentence. Necesitas crear un total de 7 oraciones con esa combinación. ¿Ok? Bueno, eso es todo. ¿Ok? Nos vemos entonces. Hasta luego. Adiós.